Yo, my friends, welcome back to the frequency. We keeping it fresh, keeping it real, and keeping it raw over here at Reality Files. This is going to be some epic advice for men, relationships, intimacy, vulnerability, the whole shebang. So let's dive into it, my friends. If you want to connect, definitely go follow me over on Instagram. Shoot me a DM, but let's dive in. This is about balancing the poles and I guess the masculine descent within a intimate relationship. So let's get some things out of the way first. One, vulnerability. Guys, vulnerability is the only thing that cultivates a real relationship, a living one, right? We all crave, or at least your soul craves, right? Full expression, to be seen fully, right? To deeply connect with someone else and be seen and loved and share this experience, right? You crave that. Only thing is, why do I never see that shit out here? Why is everyone so struggling with this? And it's simply because most lack either the awareness or the courage to be themselves, right? And to be vulnerable, to be like, which actually creates the intimacy in which you so want in that living relationship. To be vulnerable, you have to be so open about your insecurities, right? Whenever a fear or an uncomfortability, or maybe like, shit, we might get into an argument. Like, I don't want to say that. Oh, I'm so scared of this. She might laugh at me or something like that. Yo, all that bullshit is what keeps you bobbing at the surface, drifting along the ocean without ever going into the great abyss. And my friends, especially in men, an intimate relationship where you can create a safe space, right? Create a safe space through mad respect, mad trust, loyalty, devotion, right? And complete honoring of one another, right? And communicating all of this stuff. You have the opportunity to descend into the abyss, right? And unfold. To see the programs, the repressed and like things in your psyche, in your emotions, right? And start to let go of the facade. Start to let go of the mask. So the man who is within you, the man you were meant to be, can start to shine forth, right? Relationships are a beautiful thing for that. But men need the damn courage. So do women. Men need the courage and the valiance, right? The bravery to be open about what they fear, about what they feel, right? And to become ever more aware of that. And really, in just this dynamic we're talking about here, I would say, like, for the woman, it's really important that you can hold space. That you can hold space for the man, right? Non-judgmental. Like, really non-judgmental. If we can actually create the space where love is ever, like, increasing and unfolding, right? And the depths are ever being uncovered, the more space you can hold for him to, like, whoa, that's fucking nuts. That's so weird. Oh, I don't know if I can handle that. That's strange, right? Like let him bring forth those things he's been hiding, those things he doesn't even know he's hiding, right? To create that space in pure non-judgmental, unconditional observation, to see him, right? And love him. But at the same time, my friends, for the man, it's about having the courage and the, I guess, awareness to acknowledge his shit and face it. Have those uncomfortable conversations. And this goes both ways in the whole relationship, period. But I'm just talking from my perspective. And, but here's the balancing act right here. Yo, for the man, for the masculine, there's a difference. There's a difference between being open and vulnerable and regressing into a boy who wants sympathy and someone else to share his misery or his suffering or how hard his shit has been, right? And all of a sudden that little boy that's finally has someone who's gonna listen to him, right? That little boy brings out the mother, the nurturer, that wounded child, right? That stepped away from the mature masculine in which he's becoming. That wounded child brings out the mother or the nurturer. And this will ever like ever shift the dynamic of a divine relationship, my friends. Yo, men walk a fine line. It is, how can we be so open, so vulnerable, so intimate with ourselves, so true and real with ourselves, right? No walls, no barriers. Feel the shit, feel the feelings, see the bullshit. Where are you hiding? Where are you so insecure? Where do you cringe at yourself, right? And let that shit be known. Where you're not afraid to get into an argument, where you're not afraid to disagree, right? Because you're building that safe space and whatnot. But at the same time, I see so many people out here that instantly regress into this wounded child whenever they finally get a woman that they trust in their arms or in their bed, right? And all this shit starts bubbling up. And that's gonna happen. But it's where it's coming from, right? Is it a child that's crying to his mom and it's finally getting attention, right? And it's like letting go of... It's so hard to put words to this, my friends. What I'm saying is, don't bring out the mother nurturer in your woman or your feminine archetypal partner, right? Bring out a connection, a compassionate understanding, like equal, right? In complete honoring, trust, and truth. And to do that, my friends, it is to be so fixed on not like on the fact that you are descending and unfolding, right? That you are becoming, that you are revealing. You are not crying for sympathy. It is not your ego reaching out for someone else's hand to share in your misery and experience. This shit ain't a pity party. And it's not a time for you to like take advantage of like, I guess, just unloading your shit, right? This is what turns away a lot of women. This is what kills relationships, because in her eyes, you are no longer the man, the strong, courageous, brave, amazing guy in which she once saw. Nah, you're a little boy that's hiding, right? And the line that is walked is quite interesting, because at the same time, before any like truly intimate relationship, you will always be a boy compared to the man you come out to be, right? And I guess the facade in which you're wearing, this is the point I want to make. Yo, drop the fucking facade ASAP. Drop the facade, because like the less congruent you are between who you appeared to be, right, and who you open up to reveal, creates turmoil, A. And B, this is so important. This is the key of the video for men. Yo, exemplify mature masculine traits. Everywhere else. Like, not everywhere else. That's such a bad way of saying it. Exemplify mature masculine traits within the depths of the dive. Exemplify the mature masculine traits and egolessness, right? And just transparency, like, in all of it, right? And have such integrity, like, have done the work beforehand, have done the work before that relationship, to be able to stand in that, to be able to go to those depths, right? And like not lose, I guess, or like regress or like fall away from the man in which you are becoming. So this is a very strange balance. I wish I could put better words to this dynamic. Let me know your thoughts. I'm gonna check my notes real quick and let me see if I can dive deeper. Ooh, there was one more thought that was important. Hell yeah. But guys, be real as fuck in relationships. Be so damn real. But don't be a wounded child crying for attention. There's a balance to walk. There's a balance to walk between how emotional you can become. Don't become over feminized, right? Go into this shit, face this shit, but face it as a fucking man first. Man first, feminine second. You see, this is like the subtle balance. It's kind of like your blood. How our blood is slightly alkaline to acidic, right? Slightly, just slightly. And if you're a man or the masculine archetype in this example, right, it's gonna be like just slightly, maintain your foundation, right? But shatter everything within it. Hold the container, hold the image of light, hold the vision, right? and ever exemplify and grow your character elsewhere. Like, develop and mature into the mature masculine. Go read king, warrior, magician, lover. And, like, the balance of all four of those. But at the same time, you know, work through your shit. Just don't use your intimate lover as your fucking mom, your healer, your therapist. She ain't your therapist. She's your fucking best friend. So stop being a pussy and, like, I don't know, just stop being so imbalanced with that shit. Stop doing what all these other men do, and just start, like, they break in that, or they never get to that. Two worst mistakes a man can do. A, they don't know how to be vulnerable because they don't have the courage, because they're scared and they hide from themselves. Or B, they don't, once they descend to the depths, they're reduced to a crying child that just wants to be seen and heard and sat with, and like, yeah, that's beautiful. All those things are beautiful. You know, what's the intention behind it? Where is it coming from? Hell yeah. My friends, like and share this video. Send this to a friend. And let me know your thoughts on relationships, what you want to dive deeper into. This is Reality Files. If you want to work with me, men and women alike, shoot me an email, or you can apply for a free consultation, link in the description. And to all you men out there, I would love to do coaching and client work with you. Anyways, peace out. See you next time. Definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell, because you best believe we dropping dimes and master keys on this channel. Hell yeah.